Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're talking about the tragic deaths of famous WWE wrestlers who left us far too soon. These legends passed away at a young age, and we'll dive into the reasons behind their untimely passings, from health issues to accidents. Their loss shocked the world and left a huge impact on the WWE universe. But that's not all. We've also got some very bad news about Liv Morgan. Stay with us till the end to find out what's going on with her. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Eddie Guerrero, born on October 9, 1967, in El Paso, Texas, was a beloved and transformative figure in professional wrestling. Coming from a legendary wrestling family, Eddie was the son of Gory Guerrero, a celebrated figure in Mexican wrestling and a proud member of the iconic Guerrero dynasty. He began his wrestling journey in the late 1980s, competing in various wrestling territories across the US, Japan, and Mexico before gaining international fame. Known for his technical mastery, high-flying maneuvers, and infectious charisma, Guerrero stood out in an era dominated by larger-than-life wrestlers. Throughout his career, Guerrero amassed an impressive array of championships, including the WWE Championship, the WWE Intercontinental Championship, and several tag team titles during his time with WWE. His crowning achievement came at WrestleMania 20 in 2004, when he triumphed over Brock Lesnar to win the WWE Championship in a highly emotional and hard-fought match, solidifying his place in wrestling history. His lie, cheat, and steal persona became legendary, resonating with fans who admired his underdog spirit, humor, and personal journey of overcoming adversity. Tragically, Eddie Guerrero passed away on November 13, 2005, at just 38 years old in his hotel room in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The cause of death was arteriosclerotic heart disease, a condition aggravated by his past struggles with substance abuse and the physical toll of his wrestling career. His sudden death devastated the wrestling world. In 2006, Guerrero was posthumously inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, and his legacy endures as a symbol of resilience, redemption, and the profound impact he had on the industry. His catchphrase and personal story continue to inspire both fans and wrestlers alike. Jorge Gonzalez, widely recognized by his wrestling persona Giant Gonzalez, was born on January 31, 1966, in Paraná, Argentina. Standing an astonishing 8 feet tall, Gonzalez became an iconic figure in the world of professional wrestling, with his immense stature and commanding presence earning him a place in the history of the sport. Before transitioning to wrestling, Gonzalez was a successful basketball player in Argentina, where his towering height made him a natural standout on the court. However, after his basketball career ended, he ventured into wrestling in the late 1980s, eventually joining the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, in 1987-1993. Gonzalez's most memorable contribution to wrestling came during his time with WWE, where he became one of the most recognizable giant competitors of his era. He made a dramatic debut at the 1993 Royal Rumble, where he was introduced as a menacing giant who would challenge the legendary Undertaker at WrestleMania 9. Though the match itself wasn't considered technically outstanding, it remains a significant part of WWE history, largely due to Gonzalez's imposing physical presence and the unforgettable character he portrayed. Gonzalez would later wrestle in WCW under the name El Gigante, continuing to embody the role of the dominant, towering figure. Sadly, Gonzalez's health deteriorated as he grew older. On September 22, 2010, at the age of 44, he passed away due to complications from diabetes and heart issues. His death came as a shock to his family, friends, and the wrestling world, leaving a lasting emotional impact on all who knew him. Despite his relatively brief wrestling career, Gonzalez's legacy endures, cementing his place among the iconic giant wrestlers who paved the way for future talents. His towering presence and unique persona remain a memorable part of wrestling history. The Ultimate Warrior, born James Bryan Hellwig on June 16, 1959, in Crawfordsville, Indiana, remains one of the most iconic and polarizing figures in professional wrestling history. Known for his electrifying energy, vibrant face paint, and intense persona, Warrior became a global superstar in the 1980s and 1990s, particularly in 1987 World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, then known as the WWF. Hellwig began his wrestling career in the mid-1980s under the ring name The Dingo Warrior, performing in various smaller promotions before joining the WWF in 1987. His high-octane style, powerful presence, and fiery promos quickly made him a fan favorite. Warrior's defining moment came at WrestleMania 6 in 1990, where he defeated Hulk Hogan in a historic match to become the WWF World Heavyweight Champion. This victory marked a significant milestone in wrestling history, elevating him to legendary status. His rivalry with Hogan and his high-profile matches during the golden era of wrestling cemented Warrior as one of the most influential figures in the sport. Tragically, Warrior passed away on April 8, 2014, just days after being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame and returning to the company for an emotional appearance. He died of a heart attack at the age of 54 while walking to his car with his wife after attending WWE's Monday Night Raw. His unexpected death shocked the wrestling community, as he had appeared healthy and full of energy in the days before. Despite his controversial views, Warrior's legacy endures through his Hall of Fame induction, posthumous documentaries, and lasting impact on WWE. His motto, "Never Say Die," continues to inspire both wrestling fans and athletes, ensuring his place as a larger-than-life figure in the world of professional wrestling. Curtis Michael Hennig, better known by his wrestling persona Mr. Perfect, was born on October 28, 1958, in Robbinsdale, Minnesota. Hennig hailed from a wrestling family, with his father, Larry the Axe Hennig, being a respected figure in the industry. Raised in the world of professional wrestling, Curtis quickly demonstrated an exceptional natural talent for the sport, combining athleticism with charisma. He debuted in the American Wrestling Association, AWA, in the early 1980s, gaining recognition for his skills. In 1988, Hennig joined the WWF, now WWE, and adopted the Mr. Perfect character, a brash, self-assured wrestler who was perfect in every facet of his performance, both in the ring and outside of it. As Mr. Perfect, Hennig became one of the WWF's top stars, known for his flawless in-ring technique and signature move, the Perfect Plex. His undefeated streak, which lasted for over a year, became one of the most iconic storylines in wrestling history. Throughout his career, Hennig captured multiple championships, including the WWF Intercontinental Championship, and had legendary feuds with stars like Bret Hart, Ric Flair, and the Ultimate Warrior. He also had a stint in WCW, where he briefly joined the prestigious Four Horsemen faction, adding to his legacy in the sport. Hennig's life was tragically cut short on February 10, 2003, when he passed away at 44 due to combined drug intoxication. His death, while accidental, sent shockwaves through the wrestling community. Posthumously, Hennig was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2007, solidifying his status as one of the greatest technical wrestlers of all time. His legacy lives on through his profound influence on the industry and the countless wrestlers he inspired. Ivan Koloff, born Oriel Paris on August 25, 1942 in Montreal, Canada, became one of the most iconic and formidable figures in the world of professional wrestling. Under the ring name The Russian Bear, Koloff's imposing presence and calculated villainy made him a cornerstone of the 1970s and 1980s wrestling landscape. He was a central figure in the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA territories, and the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, where his notorious persona played on the political tensions of the Cold War. As a supposed Russian adversary, Koloff embodied the archetypal foreign heel, often positioned as a fierce threat to American heroes, and played a vital role in fueling the patriotic storylines of the era. Koloff's career reached its pinnacle in 1971 when he defeated the legendary Bruno Sammartino for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship. This victory sent shockwaves through the wrestling world, as Sammartino was a beloved icon, and Koloff's win as a foreign antagonist was unprecedented at the time. His reign, though brief, was a defining moment in professional wrestling history, showcasing Koloff's ability to generate unparalleled heat and solidifying his place as one of the sport's most feared villains. Ivan Koloff passed away on February 18, 2017, at the age of 74, after a brave battle with liver cancer. His death sparked an outpouring of tributes from fans and fellow wrestlers alike, honoring not only his in-ring achievements, but his personal journey of redemption. Koloff is remembered as one of the greatest heels of his time, with a legacy that continues to inspire future generations of wrestlers. His impact on the industry is indelible, and the stories of his strength, both inside and outside the ring, continue to resonate with those who admired him. Jim Neidhart, born James Henry Neidhart on February 8, 1955, was a professional wrestler renowned for his significant contributions to the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, and his role in the legendary tag team, the Hart Foundation. As the nephew-in-law of the iconic wrestling figure Stu Hart, Neidhart grew up in a family deeply embedded in the world of professional wrestling. His early career, which began in the late 1970s, saw him quickly gain recognition for his immense strength, agility, and no-nonsense, hard-hitting persona that resonated with fans. Known for his tough and rugged wrestling style, Neidhart quickly became a mainstay in the wrestling scene, showcasing his larger-than-life character and physical prowess. Neidhart's most enduring legacy was his partnership with Bret Hitman Hart in the formation of the Hart Foundation, one of the most successful and influential tag teams in the history of professional wrestling. Together, the duo captured multiple WWF Tag Team Championships, and Neidhart's rough-and-tumble style complemented Bret Hart's more technical and methodical approach in the ring, making them a formidable force. Their chemistry and success helped define the late 1980s and early 1990s era of tag team wrestling, with the Hart Foundation becoming a cornerstone of WWF programming. On August 13, 2018, Neidhart tragically passed away at the age of 63, following a head injury from a fall at his home. His death left a significant void in the wrestling community, particularly for his family, including his daughter, WWE wrestler Natalya, who continues the Hart family's legacy in the ring. Jim Neidhart's impact endures not only through his unforgettable moments in wrestling, but also through the enduring influence of the Hart Foundation and his family's ongoing contributions to the sport. Pat Patterson, born Pierre Clermont on January 19, 1941, in Montreal, Quebec, stands as one of the most influential and innovative figures in professional wrestling history. His impact, both as a wrestler and a behind-the-scenes mastermind, reshaped the landscape of the sport. Patterson began his career in the early 1960s, working across various wrestling territories before eventually finding a home in the WWF, now WWE. It was there that he cemented his legendary status. As a wrestler, Patterson was celebrated for his technical prowess, magnetic charisma, and versatility, excelling in multiple wrestling styles. His most significant achievement came in 1979, when he became the first-ever WWF Intercontinental Champion, a title that would later become one of the most prestigious in WWE history. However, Patterson's contributions extended far beyond his in-ring accomplishments. Recognized for his sharp mind and creativity, he was instrumental in the creation of the Royal Rumble match, a concept that would evolve into one of WWE's most beloved annual events. As a producer and advisor, Patterson continued to shape WWE's creative direction, mentoring future generations of wrestlers and ensuring his influence was felt both in and out of the ring. Pat Patterson passed away on December 2, 2020, at the age of 79, due to liver failure. His death prompted an outpouring of tributes from fans and fellow wrestlers alike, all acknowledging his profound impact on the industry. Patterson's legacy endures through his groundbreaking work, his mentorship, and the enduring popularity of the Royal Rumble. His name and contributions remain etched in wrestling history, leaving an indelible mark on the sport for generations to come. Big John Studd, born John Minton on February 19, 1948 in Butler, Pennsylvania, was a towering figure in the world of professional wrestling during the 1970s and 1980s. With a commanding height of 6 feet 10 inches and a weight exceeding 400 pounds, Studd's immense size, strength, and charismatic persona made him an unforgettable presence in the ring. Often billed as an unstoppable giant, he became one of the most recognized and feared wrestlers of his era. His career spanned major promotions, including the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, WWF, which later evolved into WWE. Studd's wrestling legacy was built on his role as a dominant big man character, often portrayed as a villain. His formidable presence in the ring was matched by his fierce rivalries with some of wrestling's most iconic figures, including Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. One of the defining moments of his career came in 1984 during the Royal Rumble match, where he famously clashed with Andre the Giant, igniting one of the most hyped rivalries in wrestling history. Studd's sheer size and his ability to compete against giants like Andre solidified his status as a formidable force in professional wrestling. Sadly, Big John Studd passed away on March 20th, 1995, at the age of 47 after a brief battle with liver cancer. His death shocked the wrestling world, particularly his family, who mourned the loss of a beloved figure. In recognition of his contributions to the sport, Studd was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2004, cementing his place in wrestling history. Though his life was cut short, his legacy as a pioneering giant in the ring continues to inspire future generations of wrestlers. Roddy Piper, born Roderick. George Toombs, on April 17, 1954, in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, was a legendary figure in the world of professional wrestling. Best known for his bold, brash persona and unmatched mic skills, Piper became one of the most iconic wrestlers of the 1980s, especially in the WWE, then WWF. His hot rod character made him a master at generating heat with audiences, and he played the role of the villain in many memorable rivalries that are still talked about today. With a wrestling career spanning across WWE, NWA, AWA, and WCW, Piper was a central figure in the rise of professional wrestling as a mainstream spectacle. Piper's feud with Hulk Hogan, particularly in the lead-up to the first WrestleMania in 1985, solidified his status as a wrestling icon. His ability to create intense emotional reactions from fans, whether through his in-ring performances or his legendary promos, set him apart as one of the greatest entertainers the sport has ever seen. His Piper's Pit segment became a platform for some of the most memorable moments in wrestling history, where his sharp wit and charisma shone. Roddy Piper passed away on July 31st, 2015, at 61, from a heart attack caused by a pulmonary embolism. His sudden death sent shockwaves through the wrestling world, leaving behind a wife and 4 children. Piper's legacy lives on through his groundbreaking work in wrestling, his ability to connect emotionally with audiences, and his significant contributions to the culture of professional wrestling. His impact as a performer and storyteller remains a cornerstone of the industry today, ensuring his place as one of the sport's greatest icons. Scott Hall, born October 20th, 1958, was a legendary professional wrestler whose influence on the industry is still felt today. Hall rose to fame in the 1990s, becoming one of the most iconic figures in wrestling history. He first gained national recognition in the WWF, World Wrestling Federation, under the persona of Razor Ramon, a suave, Cuban-inspired character with a razor-sharp wit and undeniable charisma. This larger-than-life persona made Hall one of the most beloved stars of the era. His success in the ring, including multiple reigns as the WWF Intercontinental Champion, solidified his place as a top performer in the promotion. In 1996, Hall made a monumental move to WCW, World Championship Wrestling, where he played a pivotal role in the creation of the New World Order, NWO, alongside Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan. The NWO's revolutionary storyline and anti-establishment vibe helped WCW challenge WWF's dominance, leading to the famous Monday Night Wars. Hall's work with the NWO became a cornerstone of professional wrestling's success in the 1990s, and he became an emblematic figure in the sport. Scott Hall passed away on March 14, 2022, at 63 years old due to complications from heart attacks following hip surgery. His death was met with an outpouring of grief from the wrestling community, where he was cherished not only for his in-ring skills, but also for his mentorship of younger wrestlers. Hall's legacy transcends his wrestling career, as he helped shape the industry with his emphasis on character development, charisma, and storytelling. Despite personal struggles, including battles with substance abuse, Hall's advocacy for sobriety and his transformation into a mentor left an enduring legacy, making him a beloved figure to fans, peers, and the wrestling world at large. Liv Morgan, the former WWE SmackDown Women's Champion, has carved out a name for herself in the wrestling world with her tenacity, passion, and resilience. Her rise to fame is nothing short of remarkable, but behind her bubbly and energetic persona lies a story of personal battles, particularly with imposter syndrome, a mental struggle that many may find relatable. Despite achieving numerous successes in her career, Morgan has openly discussed the feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt that have haunted her, even as she stands among WWE's top-tier talents. In a candid interview on WWE's The Bump, Morgan gave fans a rare insight into her inner struggles. Unlike many of her peers, Morgan didn't grow up with the advantage of a wrestling legacy or an athletic background. Her path to WWE was born purely from a deep love of wrestling, which made her feel out of place compared to others who had more extensive resumes. "My biggest hurdle was just feeling like I never had the credentials to fulfill what I needed to do here," she said. "I came from nothing. I'm not a generational superstar. I don't have a crazy sports background. I just love WWE with every fiber of my being, so I always just felt imposter syndrome, like there's no way I'll be good enough." For many athletes, imposter syndrome can be crippling. It's the persistent belief that one's success is undeserved, that it's only a matter of time before everyone realizes they're not as good as they seem. In a sport as demanding and high stakes as professional wrestling, such doubts can hinder performance both physically and mentally. Morgan's honesty about her experience, however, has allowed her to connect with her fan base on a deeper level. It has revealed a vulnerability that resonates with those who watch her fight her way through WWE's ranks, as they recognize that her struggle is not only physical, but deeply personal. Morgan's journey from a humble upbringing to WWE stardom is inspiring in its own right. Growing up in New Jersey, she often dreamed of becoming a WWE superstar, watching wrestling on TV and idolizing the larger-than-life characters she saw in the ring. Without any formal training in athletics or sports, Morgan's pursuit of her dream was fueled by passion and sheer determination. She fought her way into the WWE Performance Center, where she honed her skills, slowly building her credibility within the company. Her rise wasn't meteoric like those of some superstars who burst onto the scene with immediate success. Instead, Morgan's journey was marked by perseverance. For years, she toiled in various roles, first as part of the Riot Squad, and later on her own, before finally capturing the SmackDown Women's Championship, a moment that solidified her place among WWE's elite. However, even as she stood at the pinnacle of her career, those nagging feelings of self-doubt never truly went away. Morgan's transparency about these struggles is as refreshing as it is relatable. In the high-pressure world of WWE, where strength, confidence, and dominance are key traits of the superstars, Morgan's willingness to be open about her insecurities stands out. On the bump, she shared a message of hope to her fans, particularly to those who, like her, feel they don't belong or aren't good enough. "I want you to know that I was literally you. I just hope that they look at me and feel that really, and not just like, yeah, I can never be that. It's like, no, I promise you, you really, really can," she said. For fans who see her as an underdog, Morgan's words are empowering. Her story speaks to the idea that even when the odds seem insurmountable, it's possible to overcome them with hard work and persistence. Morgan's rise through WWE hasn't been easy, but her success is proof that passion can overcome any lack of privilege or background. Morgan's story is not just one of overcoming imposter syndrome, it is also one of physical resilience. In 2023, she suffered a significant injury at the hands of Rhea Ripley, one of WWE's most dominant figures. The injury kept Morgan out of action for months, sidelining her during a time when she had momentum on her side. However, Morgan made her much-anticipated return at the 2024 Royal Rumble, where she entered as the 30th participant, the final competitor in the match. Her return was nothing short of dramatic. Morgan fought with the determination and grit that have become her trademarks, coming close to winning the Royal Rumble match. However, in a heartbreaking turn of events, she was eliminated by Bayley, the eventual winner, marking the second year in a row that Morgan was eliminated in the final moments of the contest. Despite her elimination, Morgan's performance reaffirmed her standing as a key player in the women's division. But Morgan's return to WWE wasn't just about reclaiming her spot. It was also about revenge. Her injury at the hands of Ripley had lit a fire in Morgan, and she made it clear that she was seeking retribution. The rivalry between the two has been one of the most personal in WWE's recent history, with Ripley's attack marking a turning point in Morgan's career. As WWE gears up for WrestleMania 40, fans are left wondering whether Ripley will be Morgan's opponent on the grandest stage of them all. In addition to her feud with Ripley, another rivalry has emerged for Morgan, this time with Nia Jax. The two superstars have a long history of tension, and it reached new heights when Jax launched a brutal backstage attack on Morgan during an episode of WWE Raw. The attack came just as Morgan had seemingly buried the hatchet with another rival, Becky Lynch, making the situation all the more dramatic. With Morgan seeking retribution against Jax as well, the WWE Universe is eagerly anticipating what will happen next. The possibilities for Morgan at WrestleMania 40 are vast, but one thing is clear. Her journey to the event has been filled with obstacles. From her battles with imposter syndrome to her injury and her ongoing rivalries, Morgan's road to WrestleMania has been anything but smooth. Yet her resilience in the face of adversity has made her one of the most compelling figures in WWE today. WrestleMania is known for creating legendary moments, and Morgan's fans are hoping that her moment is just around the corner. Whether she faces Rhea Ripley, Nia Jax, or another competitor, Morgan's story will be one of redemption and perseverance. As she continues to navigate the challenges of the wrestling world, Morgan's journey serves as an inspiring reminder that success is not just about talent or background. It's about heart, determination, and the willingness to fight, both in the ring and within oneself. Beyond her in-ring achievements, Morgan's ability to connect with her fans on a personal level is one of her greatest strengths. Her openness about her struggles with imposter syndrome has allowed her to be a role model for anyone facing self-doubt. In a recent interview with Sports Illustrated, Morgan expanded on this, saying, "If I can be an example to even just one person, to show them that they're not alone in feeling like they don't belong, then I've done my job." As Morgan prepares for what could be one of the biggest matches of her career at WrestleMania 40, her journey is far from over. The challenges she has faced, both mentally and physically, have only made her stronger. And while the outcome of WrestleMania is uncertain, what's clear is that Liv Morgan's story is one of hope, resilience, and determination. In a world where larger-than-life characters often dominate the narrative, Liv Morgan stands out for her authenticity and vulnerability. Her willingness to share her personal struggles has not only endeared her to fans, but has also positioned her as a beacon of hope for anyone who feels like they don't belong. As Morgan herself said, "I came from nothing, but I've made it here, and so can you." It's this message of hope and perseverance that makes her journey so relatable and inspiring, and it's why Liv Morgan's story is far from finished.